Okay, cool. So, it's Al here, Grumpy Goblin Gaming. I am here with Matt, and I have dragged Matt away from whatever he wanted to be doing to have a quick chat about Trench Crusade, because
Hello.
it continues to be a... we'll play some Civilization afterwards, it'll be fine. Trench Crusade continues to be this kind of ongoing thing where basically people just aren't happy, and they just need to be happy and shut up and just play the fucking game and get on with it. Do you know what I mean? Like, just
exactly what you mean.
Enjoy the models. That's what we used to do in the old days with Warhammer. It's like, these models are cool. These, we'll fight and kill each other. Yay! We didn't give a fuck about real world politics. We just really didn't. It wasn't a thing.
No, it's not what games are about.
It's not what games are about. So basically, recently, Trench Crusade dropped the new map for their world, which was like, yeah, cool. They've been working on it for a while, so they finally got round to it. And immediately, some people were not happy. And one of those people that's not happy, although obviously in no way should you go after them, blah, 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 whatever, because she's just a person. She's just...
mention the name?
Well, it's on the screen. It's on the screen. Kaleo Kathleen. She, her that loves Warhammer and Manon. I don't know what Manon is. I don't know if I should. Isn't that a series by Greg Davis?
That's Man Down, and it's amazing.
Man Down, that's the one. She's 22, trans, lesbian, and poly, with hearts and all that kind of stuff. If you get angry by the bio, remind myself that I'm better than you. Sounds narcissistic as fuck. And after trawling through her feed, I can assure you that it's just full of basically ranting about stuff and selfies. She's young, she doesn't know any better, whatever. So we got this map, and just straight away she's going, "Oh, this is xenophobic, it's racist." And I'm like, why? I can't see, you know? And it's just like, it looks like a fairly standard map to me for that kind of time. You know what I mean? Like, you got, you know, and they've put, like, you got the, let's see if I can move it about on here. Is this it? That's it, there we go. So you got the Iron Sultanate wall down here with all the Muslim dudes and Islam, like where the god just basically put an iron wall around and said, like, okay, that's fine, you're all down there. Demon shit going on around the Mediterranean. Obviously Turkey, being, you know, Istanbul, that kind of stuff looks a bit fucked. I mean, dude, this looks fairly... I'm not saying the racism. Where's the racism? Namibia.
It is the setting.
I mean...
like, you know... It's kind of it's sort of it's turned the Holy Land on its head, basically. So that's where all the bad shit comes from now, and everywhere else is like, how do we stop this horrible toilet from happening?
They went out to Jerusalem on the Crusades and did something very, 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 very bad, and basically summoned a pit to hell. And I'm like, well, that's an inversion of, you know, the normal anyway, which is, as you say, the entire setting. So I can't quite see how that is racist and xenophobic.
No.
So, yeah, I mean, I looked at the map and I was like, okay, it's not necessarily maybe what I would have done, but it's certainly within the setting, as you say. You know, it is a cool-looking map, and they've obviously worked hard on it.
I think it's great, yeah.
Yeah. I look at little Baba Yaga house up on the in the Russian bit. That's quite funny. Not noticed that before.
The chicken legs.
But, you know, I mean, like, how many settings are out there where you can say that there's a Muslim faction or an Islamic, you know, Middle Eastern faction? Fuck all.
Yeah. I mean, it's good that they're getting catered for.
You know, and in a not very
I was watching
a not very inflammatory way. Do you know what I mean? It's not like you know,
they're not like antagonists or anything like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, like, they're not fully on board with what the Christians are doing. Obviously, they're kind of doing their own thing, but the Christians are all infighting anyway. That's the whole point. But it just goes to show that even though you get something really cool like this, you just get somebody who just turns around and just goes, "Oh, it's all racist, it's xenophobic," and, you know, take a good long look at where the demon hordes are coming from. Like, well, yes, because that's kind of where that happened. It's sort of like that. Again, that is the setting. It's not racist or homophobic, or sorry, xenophobic. It is just the setting.
Yeah, I mean, I was watching Angry Joe's like video log from
Adepticon. Yeah, I haven't checked that out yet. Yeah,
and he speaks to two of us in that, who says that also in the pipeline they've got a Hebrew faction.
Oh, that's gonna go down well.
So they're gonna be covered as well. You know, so that all in all, there's not too many races that are getting left out or painted in a bad light.
And I mean, I know they said that they're not going to focus very much on the Americans because they just didn't play into it because there was no going over there, Columbus colonization, all that kind of stuff. Because we've kind of been fighting a holy war over in America for a while, in Europe for a while. But yeah, it just goes to show that no matter what you do, and I mean, this Catherine, whatever her name is, displays a fundamental lack of understanding of the setting anyway, like suggesting they've not read the primer. And it's one of those things where I think people see what they want to see in this stuff. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have a perception or an inbuilt, I don't want to say belief, but an inbuilt viewpoint. And I will look for things in this to show me that viewpoint. Do you know what I mean? I will see what I want to see. And I just don't understand the fight. I don't get the fight. It's a cool map. It's a cool setting. It's people doing cool stuff. And rather than trawling through Twitter, because that's just such a pain in the arse. And there's some people who agree, and there's some people who disagree. And you know, Twitter is basically a load of shit. I mean, look, you've got this person. Oh, look, that is some racist, xenophobic shit. Moonlight, whatever the name. And I'm like, I don't care. And yeah, queer mum in love with space art. I don't get it. What's racist and xenophobic? It is the setting.
Yeah, I mean, just like I said to you the other day when you mentioned this, I was kind of like, well, where the fuck do you want the bad guys coming from? The sea? Like, and then someone's going to be like, oh no, it's xenophobic against mermen and fish.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
What the fuck?
Hydrophobic. Yeah, I don't get it. And as I say, you know, at the end of the day, it's all a shit show because there's people like blah, 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 no, blah, 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 blah. And then there's loads of people on the right who felt ostracised. And now there's people on the left who are just screaming at it. And I just feel sorry for the guys who made the game because it's such a hard tightrope to walk. And in the meantime, they're just trying to make cool shit.
Yeah, it's just bullshit they shouldn't have to put up with.
You know? And usual, and fair play. It's a good map. I look forward to getting the rule book, man. I look forward to seeing it all and getting properly stuck into it. Yeah,
I mean, as usual, I think it's just a highly vocal minority that love to kick off because they want things to be about them and they want to be noticed and they think that their own non-Trench Crusade is important.
Yes,
But like the thing is, like, I don't want to get to the point where you see someone kicking off and then you go and have a look to see what they're about, you know, to get a rough idea of if they should be taken seriously or not.
Yeah.
And then you see like, oh, trans is a massive part of their personality or their profile or however you want to frame it.
Yes.
And you just start rolling your eyes and you're like, oh, fuck me, not another one. Because it's like, it doesn't do their overall, like, you know, like their own overall crusade any favours.
No, he doesn't. It doesn't at all. Like, and I just feel like just step back.
Yeah.
Just step back. Let it be what it's going to be. Don't get so worked up over it, and go and build some minis and paint some minis. Do you know what I mean? Just I don't know. I don't understand this need. Like, if you want to change the real world and you want to go and protest and all that kind of stuff, then absolutely fucking go nuts. You go and change the real world. You go be a champion. I've been around for 45 years and I can tell you it's all going to hell. So, you know, I mean, just, you know, go and do that. I can understand that. But I don't understand why you would need to get stuck into somebody else's fantasy world and start bringing that to rise.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? If somebody made and I don't think they have, but if somebody made like an LGBTQ, I mean, I've read science fiction, like I own the, was it Tomorrow Wars? I think it's the Tomorrow Wars, and everybody's gay.
Fair enough.
Like literally everybody is gay because, you know, humans are procreating in a different way. All relationships are just gay because it's made more sense. It's like once you take that out of it, it's like, you know, sort of like, if you take the sex part out of it, dudes kind of like being around dudes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it just kind of went that way. And at one stage, I turn around to the Tomorrow and go, oh, no, I can't read that. That's got to change. That's no good. It's like, okay, yeah, that's kind of a cool perception and idea. and they justify it in certain ways. And I'm like, cool. I don't understand going into somebody's sci-fi universe, or in this case, a fantasy or weird world history universe that somebody's created, and going, no, that's no good. I want it to be another way.
Oh yeah.
I don't understand. I just don't understand it, because if it happens, then it's not the setting that you got. You know what I mean? It's weird. I don't know. I just don't get it. Maybe I'm just old. I
feel like Ben Affleck talking to Jay and Silent Bob.
Exactly,
He's like,
fictional characters.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Am I getting through to you at all? Yeah, we've said this before. Just you need that detachment. Do you know what I mean? You need that detachment.
Off to Hollywood.
You know.
Yeah.
It's like I've spoken to Thomas a few times, but I don't know him like deeply. I don't know what his politics are.
Interviewed him. You know.
I've interviewed him a few times. I've had to chat with him and everything, and hopefully we can get together for a pint at some point. But you know, I have no deep understanding of, but I can only judge on what's been created, and what's been created is fucking cool and grimdark and a nice alternative to 40k kind of thing, which is, as we've said, very much not grimdark. So I thought what we do, rather than focusing on the negative and the Twitter side of things, I thought we'd look at some damn cool stuff that people have made on the UK Facebook group. So
yeah, although we do, just a very quick thing, which should be obvious, but I'm going to point it out anyway. Like, we are completely fine with the alphabet soup crew, as I call it, no disrespect intended, and trans people and other minorities like that who want to be in the hobby.
I mean, I know people hold this against me, but one of my best mates is gay. Lee, he's a gay bloke. Like,
gay Lee. He's a fine chap.
He's more interested in Transformers than anything else. You know what I mean? But like, it's not. Yeah, this in no way is having anything against those people. It's just sometimes I do feel that people take that kind of thing just maybe too far, make it too much of an identity and that kind of stuff. As I say, the only thing Lee's interested in is Transformers. He's not. I mean, yeah, you probably would work out he was gay if you spoke to him, but he's not massively camp or anything like that. He's just, he's just gay. I mean, it's just as simple as that. And I've known for a long, long time. I remember when he came back out to me, like when we were at school, and it wasn't a massive surprise. Like, Lee, you've never really shown an interest in girls or anything, to be honest, other than Transformers. It doesn't have to be a great big thing, and I understand that there are injustices and there are places in the world where it's not allowed and that kind of stuff, and that's horrible. Don't get me wrong. But then at the same time, you've also got people dressing up like dogs and doing rollovers and stuff like that, and I'm just like, let's not get into it. Let's look at some cool models. So
you leave my private life alone, you. The point I was making, like, everyone kind of, should be able to live their life the way they want, as long as it doesn't harm anyone else.
I think that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
People should be able to live their life and do what they want without interference from other people. But the same applies to creations made by other people. Like, this game should be allowed to just exist as it is without interference from other people.
Yes.
The principle is exactly the same. Like, if you've got a problem with a particular game, then one, just fuck it off and have nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
Two, just completely disregard the bits that you don't like in the lore, and just enjoy the game for playing it like your friends do.
Yep.
Or three, look into it more deeply, like probably is the case with Trench Crusade, and realise that you're kind of wrong.
Yeah, as you say, do your research. Look deeply into it. The person who is having a go at all this stuff has clearly not read the primer that explains why a lot of this has happened. But let's just look at some really cool models. So obviously, there have been some people that have been very heavily inspired. You've got this one, which is obviously looks like it's based off the Shine Anchorite, because you've got the lamb upside down and everything. That's a really, really cool model, nicely painted. That's by Vlad Feierstein. Apologies if I've got your name wrong there, dude, but that's really nice, man. I know that's an inspiring piece, and this is what I love, that people are getting together, and getting inspired, and making these awesome models. Because let's be honest, that's what it's all about. Quite literally, that's what the entire hobby is about. Here, some guys used the flagellants, by looks of things, from old Warhammer, and converted those up into something. Because I recognise those bearded faces.
Where are we looking?
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm not sharing the stream, am I? God damn it. And the worst thing is, before I started, I was like, must make sure I share the stream. Must make sure I share the stream. And I completely fucking forgot. God damn it. Look at those. See? Awesome.
That's a nice pair. Bit hairy, though.
Yeah, as I say, they're based on the old flagellants from Warhammer. But yeah, no, they're nicely done, man. I mean, they look as you would expect. They are grimdark and got that kind of religious World War thing, which is that is the aesthetic of Trench Crusade. So yeah, nice job. Those were, by the way, Phil Burno. This I really liked. I thought this was really nicely done. Really nice faded paint there. You can see that's just a standard model. David Ward, no relation. A nice 3D trench. I would say it's just people being inspired. You know what I mean? And it's just so great to see.
It helps. Everything is free, pretty much, if you want it to be. So people can just get stuck in without actually any real outlay beforehand.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. You can use whatever you want. It's completely miniature agnostic, and that's another thing the guys have done really cool. And you know, they have made a crap ton of money out of it. I think that Thomas said the Kickstarter was like 6 million or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah. Thomas said it's a team of 4 people suddenly handed a budget of 6 million.
Yep. And you know they're gonna have like a full they're gonna continue expanding and stuff and doing more things without going too mad, I think, which is smart.
I mean, Jarvis Johnson joined them, didn't he?
He did, yeah. They've got loads of people on board now, mate. Loads of people. Loads of supposedly retired because they had to work for Games Workshop who've now been re-galvanised and sort of back into it. Yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, I just don't understand the hatred and you know, I mean, does this look somewhat sort of Tetuanic and you've got iron crosses and everywhere and it's potentially German? Who gives a shit? Do you know what I mean? Who cares? It's
got a bit of an Imperial Fist shoulder going on.
Yeah, exactly. That's nice. Is that hand painted or is that a transfer? Damn. It's got to be a transfer, isn't it?
I don't know. If it's free-handed, it's proper nicely done.
It is. But yeah, just loads and loads and loads of creativity. And let me see if I can find... There was a painting competition that looked amazing. Let's get back here. Scroll. Here it is. So this was the first page diorama, which is that's just so atmospheric. It's like one of those things that I don't even know if it's particularly painted well, but the camera shot has just made it look amazing. Like,
yeah, my initial like impression looking at it, I was like, oh, Gene Stealer.
Yeah.
Like, the top of some poor bastard, but no, wrong setting.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's is it a trench wolf, hell wolf, war wolf? It's a war wolf. Either way,
I think so.
You are fucked, Antioch, mate. This was awesome. So that's first place, best kit bashed. Best kit bashed. Apologies, I'm still recovering. That's awesome. I mean, look at that. It's just
very Russian. Nice.
Yeah, so cool. And then this one, nice sniper priest there, well painted. This one I thought was really cool. Look at that, 2nd edition, dude.
Yes. Let's see if we've got the goblin green base.
I mean, like, it's weird because it's like, I'm not sure it works in the setting, but it's just too damn cool to ignore. Do you know what I mean?
It doesn't really work in the setting, but it does look awesome.
Yeah. And then that one, yeah, really nice. But it's just so cool to see people getting inspired by a setting and just jumping into it. And it's just, let's face it, it's just kind of like a World War One religious pseudo sort of setting. Don Sarasis, I watch his YouTube videos sometimes. That's really nice.
Brazen Ball, that is damn nice. That's good lighting and shading.
Really well done. Yeah, keeping it nice and dark and everything while still reminds me of that. There's a Polish couple I think who do a lot of purple underpainting.
Okay.
And it reminds me of that one, to be honest. So yeah, that's really nice. That's awesome. Look at that. Oh, dude. Not sure how practical it is for gaming, but that's awesome.
Yeah, it's more of a diorama, isn't it?
I've got a feeling those wings might be different as well. I don't think they're the original wings. Might be. I'm not 100% sure. Oh, dude, that's really nice as well.
It's proper nicely lit.
Dude, look at the OSL on that.
Yeah.
That is really, really well done. Yeah, I like that a lot. And then, yeah, congratulations to all winners. And absolutely congratulations to all winners. And yeah, I mean, I would recommend joining these groups and jumping on there because it's not Twitter. It is all about, you know, cool models and nothing else kind of thing, and scaring the crap out of people with pictures like that. But yeah, I mean, there's just all sorts of. I mean, that's really nice. Yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's a community. It's a bunch of inspired people who've just taken this setting and are like, this is cool. This is making me creative. This is making me want to do things. And that is always fundamentally good. If you've got these people who've just been, jaded out a bit by Warhammer, and they're just like, I want the Grimdark again. I want that nastiness again. And to the guy that said they scared off the Grimdark audience, well, I'm not seeing it here. This all looks pretty Grimdark to me.
Yeah, not so much.
You know what I mean? I mean, they've definitely got rid of an audience, and has that worked against them? Potentially. I mean, don't get me wrong, because they were using Mag-28, which is a well-known left-wing, not organisation, but like a publication type thing, as their moderators. It wouldn't surprise me if some people did go heavy-handed, and the second that somebody said something that was even slightly anti-left, they were like, yeah, you're gone. And did they tell Thomas and guys the truth? I don't know. But I dare say that amongst all of that, there is going to be a few genuinely offensive and right-wing people that were kicked to the curb rightfully. I mean, Thomas told me a couple of things about people that had things like certain ethnicities strung up and in gallows and stuff like that, and put that kind of stuff up. And it's like, no, none of that, thank you. Let's just keep it to what it is, yeah? It's not a license to be a complete cunt. It's just a dark setting. I mean, please do not feed the werewolf. You see that poster there? Yeah, awesome. No, it's all really cool. And I just love seeing people inspired. And join the groups, have a look through. And, you've got a guy who's got a girl with blue hair. Again, does it really fit into the setting? No, but, it's not like they're standing up and making it political or anything like that. It's just loads of really cool stuff. So it's a setting, do what you want with it, be creative, but don't be like that person on Twitter and just go, oh, this is racist, this is xenophobic, and at the same time don't be like, oh, this is all woke, because scrolling through this, I don't see anything fucking woke or anything like that. Whatever you term that word to actually mean, I just see a lot of people being inspired by a cool setting and making some cool shit. And at the end of the day, as long as you go through it and you're inspired as well, Trench Crusade is awesome. And they don't care if you use their miniatures. And, at least half the stuff I've scrolled through isn't their miniatures, or it's their miniatures heavily converted. Just looking nasty and very not Warhammer, which at the end of the day is really cool. So that's about it, really. I just wanted to do a little video.
Slightly more time.
Yeah, exactly. And Thomas was saying, like, Mordheim is still going strong at Adepticon. There's still people playing this game 28 years later. And,
someone brought a rule book for the sign.
Oh, nice. And like, whether or not GW does anything with it or not, and to be honest, I kind of wish they wouldn't, it endures. And hopefully Trench Crusade will be the same, It's going from strength to strength. It's had its big splurge, money-wise, and it's hit its big amount of money. Now it's just whether or not it just continues and stuff. And I don't know about you, but I'm well looking forward to getting my rule book in a couple of months. And getting stuck in. I've been kind of busy recently, so I've not been able to get into my warband or anything. But I'm sure once I get the book and go through it, and I'm like, oh, yeah. But stuff like this is just inspiring me anyway. Look at that. That's awesome. They're not Trench Crusade models. I don't know where they're from.
No, but it looks great. That's like a spirit messing with some. Is that barbed wire?
Yeah, it's got barbed wire with like a knife. So it's like telekinetically controlling it.
Mildly terrifying.
That's
to
awesome.
meet in a trench. A ghost manipulating barbed.
I mean, it does look like you get tetanus by picking the model up, and also paint your rims properly. But other than that, that's really, really nice. But yeah, it's just I mean, as I say, we'll leave it there. It's so cool to see people being inspired by something and being creative, because a lot of Warhammer these days is just build it, paint it, play with it. There's not so much focus on the kit bashing and that kind of stuff, like it used to be, because a lot of models don't really lend themselves to that, because they're jigsaw puzzles that are designed to go together only with the other bits of that model, if it makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, just awesome to see. And I just want to have a little word on it. It's as simple as that, because, despite trying to walk that tightrope between being grimdark enough and not grimdark and all that kind of crap. I feel like they've done a really good job, and yeah, I look forward to getting the rulebook in a couple of months and getting stuck in. And you never know, maybe even getting, because I know Carl was quite interested, and maybe even getting a game in or something like that, because that'd be great. So yeah, at the end of the day, good work to all involved. Thanks, Thomas, Mike, all that kind of stuff. Try not to listen to the naysayers on either side. I think it's awesome, and yeah, just rock on.
Yeah. Trench Crusade, good. Creativity, great. Trans people, quite all right. Please don't go after the ones that disagree with us, even if we think they're wrong. They're entitled to their opinion, but I kind of hope that they'll just look into the game a little bit more and then kind of be like, you know what, actually, I might have been a little bit off base here.
Yeah.
This actually looks quite good, and then they enjoy it as well.
That's it. Exactly. And, just take the setting for what it is. And if you like the setting, get involved in the setting and play. But if you don't like the setting, just walk away. Just walk away. You don't have to get involved, and you certainly don't have to try and change it, because it is what it is, and it's already awesome.
Yep.
End of. Cool. Okay. Well, thanks for going through that with me, Matt. I shall reward you now by we shall play some Civilization.
Oh, thanks.
Epic. Right. Okay. We'll see you later, and I'll drag Matt up here on Monday for an episode of Chebs, because we've not chatted for a while about other stuff. Right. For now, we will see you later. Adios.
Cheerio.